What's it, SHOUTS?
It's the Post-Match Shouts podcast.
F***ing hellfire.
I'm Bert DB. This is Post-Match Shouts, and the title race is really hotting up as Liverpool drop points down at Villa Park this week. My father-in-law, a villain if there ever was one, gave me some false confidence on the weekend, proclaiming the Villa hardly had any fit defenders. Then come Wednesday, they start with fit again, Pound Shop Grealish, Matty Cash, the big cast-off fella from Chelsea, Tyrone Mings doing his best Virgil van Dijk impression. That's not to mention the likes of Rashford, Asensio and Marlon doing bits further up the pitch. And as for our Darwin, can't. I'm heartbroken. Exciting times for the Villa down in B6. As for the mighty Reds, time to knuckle down and show you got the minerals. Otherwise, it'll be Declan Rice holding the Premier League trophy come May. Coming up on the pod, Chelsea's number 9, the Tony GORD jersey design extravaganza,
Help the platform, #be kind.
United stop the rot, Danbo 33,
I've been sent back in time by the resistance to stop the imminent Wheaton Mackham invasion.
and the POCHPRANO'S.
I got this one player. This kid who's making waves in the old country. And if I'm frank, he's being a real cocksucker.
This is Post-Match Shouts, the podcast. Don't forget to sub, I'm fucking watching ya. With Nicholas Jackson out for the foreseeable, Chelsea is so short of bodies and quality up top, they've taken to playing Christopher Nkunku as a centre-forward. Desperate times call for desperate measures indeed. Now, this will be the case until he A, gets injured, or B, gets superseded by someone better qualified like one of Chelsea's under-12s, or one of them inflatable wall mannequins used for free kick training. Summit will be an entirely different matter though, with Clearlake Capital no doubt willing and able to spend, with gay and reckless abandon. I reckon they should go all out on a top striker in the summer. Here's my pick of their possible picks. You get what I mean. Number 1, Victor Osimhen. So there's once a player called Victor, a Nigerian fella, and he played up front and he's boss-like, but he got a bit disgruntled and fancied pushing for a move to a fancier club. That move didn't happen, so he got shunted off to the Superliga in Turkey where he started plotting a career-defining move. I am, of course, talking about Victor Osimhen. Things clearly soured at Napoli, and he's long been mooted as a potential Chelsea signing. And if I was a betting man, which I'm not because I'm locked out of all the apps now, aren't I, the cunts, my money would be on this fella moving to Stamford Bridge in the summer. Number 2, Victor Boniface. Stop me if you heard this one, but there was once a player called Victor, a Nigerian fella, and he played up front, and he's boss-like. But he got a bit disgruntled and fancied pushing for a move to a fancier club. That didn't happen. And that's where this story diverges from the previous one, because I'm now talking about Victor Boniface, who in his defence stayed at Leverkusen and put a shift in when required. However, Xabi Alonso clearly fancies Paddy Schick, Teller and Wirtz ahead of the big lad. For a summer move would probably be in the best interest of both parties. Personally, I think he'd be a beast in the Prem. Chelsea, get your checkbook ready. Number 3, Harry Kane. Controversial decision, what with him being a Spurs legend and all, but England's record goal scorer may fancy a move back to the capital in the summer, particularly if Bayern Munich fail to win anything again with him in the squad. I'm sure Spurs fans would love to have him back down the lane, but I can't quite see Daniel Levy making that deal, what with Kane's age and wages. I can, however, totally envisage Chelsea making a move. Imagine Kane's goals, assists and experience in that squad. If he was there this season, they'd still be pushing for the title and not panicking about making a Europa League spot. I actually think they'll bring a couple of centre-forwards in the next window, and at least one of them for the I've just mentioned. What do you think though? Share your opinions in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So a little while ago, I put on Insta that I was thinking of creating a little competition of sorts to win a one-of-a-kind NUFC-inspired football jersey. Now, the reception was a bit lukewarm, but not to be deterred, because I am a functioning idiot. I thought I'd soldier on and make the fucking thing anyway. I had the gooch and come across a firm called Swaz. This isn't in any way a paid-for promotion, by the way. Chance would be a fine thing. Get on it, Swaz. And their website looked user-friendly, the turnaround on the shirt seemed prompt, and the price pretty damn nice. So I got to work on my design. I decided to go for the classic Newcastle home jersey look, but with a Tony GORD twist. White v-neck, black and white vertical stripes with gold trim, fit for the king of the Gallagate. Next came the badges and that. On the front side, a Post-Match Shouts club crest, Tone as the manufacturer, and the major motion picture event Sock GORD as the club sponsor. For the sleeve markings, I created like share following Latin, because I'm dead brainy and sophisticated like. And Sick Kid Club, an exclusive from Chadwick Cabal for elite level Post-Match Shout supporters. Want to join? Sub the YouTube, instant entry. As always, I finish on the back. Oh, matron! GORD is the name, 10 is the number, and 30 tickets is the secondary sponsor down the bottom there. And that's that. totally original wearable piece of art, prime for one lucky winner. Here's a close friend of mine with the competition rules.
Hi guys, it's your boy Tony GORD and it's competition time. If you want to be in with a chance to win this wonderful jersey, here's the rules. 1. Subscribe to the Post-Match Shouts YouTube channel, and while you're there, watch everything. Help the platform #BeKind. 2. Follow the Insta. 3. Email or DM me a screen grab or something like that to prove you've subbed. Don't try and fool out Tony GORD now, you can't kid a kidder. Sick kid me!
Not much to ask for, is it? The winner will be picked entirely at random after the League Cup final on the 16th of March 2025. Chelsea are chasing the Champions League. Brighton's form's rough and down like a tart's knickers, whereas the South Coast side took the 3 points here. A wonderful take, drive and adequate finish from Matoma broke the deadlock. Brighton's second came from a goalmouth scramble, with Minter rattling home. Minter was at it again for the Seagulls' third and final goal, rifling home and ruining Cucurella in the process. Leicester are increasingly pony, but Arsenal don't have a centre forward. Unsurprisingly, both teams struggled to score until Mikel Merino was flung on as a makeshift centre forward for the Gunners. He scored 2 in the last minute to keep the pressure on Liverpool. Villa's form's been patchy late. Ipswich are pretty much dead in the water, but it was the 10-man sack the boys who scored first. The lap gambling on the box to hook past Martinez. Villa pulled level when Watkins dispatched from Rashford's free kick crashing against the bar. That was the lot. 23 attempts on goal too. Where's John Duran when you need him? Fulham will be eyeing a Europa League qualifying spot as much as Forest are a Champions League one. Fulham wanted more here though. Smith Rowe opening the scoring with a back post header. Kiwi Haaland battered Fulham's centre-halves before pulling Forest level. But Bassi, clearly incensed from said bullying, won it for the Cottagers with a firm header as Sells. City will have wanted to bounce back after Arsenal chased them. Newcastle will have been desperate to avoid back-to-back defeats. City absolutely battered them here. An Omar Mamouche hat-trick, first an impudent dink, the second slotted after some classic inside left running and trickery, and his third an easy side foot finish from 10 yards out. Young McAtee scored the fourth after Haaland's near post flick on, and Newcastle traipsed back up to the tune, looking decidedly without a clue.
Dambot 33, a chastening defeat there. Your thoughts?
Aye, it's another 3 points drop and a real dent in our Champions League prospects, but we're done again as a team, and I'll continue on my primary objective.
And what's that?
I've been sent back in time by the Resistance to stop the imminent mutant Macam invasion and stop them kissing their sisters and that.
I'm not sure you can say that's on TV, Dambot 33.
But I just did like.
Yeah, but you can't just say that an entire community kisses its sister.
Well, no, because technically they didn't now.
No.
But they do in the future.
Oh. Ugh.
Aye, the future I'm from, like. And they use their tongues and do tops and fingers and that. It's disgusting, man. And that's what I'm here to stop.
Right. Well, crikey. Dambot 33, thanks for your time.
This is a message for Joe Bellingham. I'm gonna smash you, man.
Southampton are rock bottom, Bournemouth are in such a distance of Champions League qualification. How did this one go? Bournemouth murked in blood. Christie whipped a delicious ball in for Ouattara to glance past Ramsdale for the Cherries' first goal. Christie then bagged for himself, whipping an 18-yarder into the bottom bin, so Marner netted a token effort for the Saints before Tavernier thumped a low left footer past the keeper, wrapping up the win. East met West at the London Stadium, both teams coming off with a loss. It was Brentford who took home the W, the increasingly prolific German forward Kevin Schade prodding home on the rebound after some ray gun-like breakdancing from West Ham keeper Nichols. Palace will have fancied the chances, but Moyes' boys to the league's form team, breaking necks and cashing checks. They carried on that run here, Beto netting before the break, Big Hard Mateta equalising after it, and Carlos Alcaraz looking a steal from Flamenco for the spare change he found down the side of Mashiri's office sofa in January, scored the winner with 10 minutes to go. The ever-flying, but he's still only 13th, so chill the fuck out. Liverpool home to lowly struggling Wolves. Cricket scored ensued surely. No it didn't, and as always, don't call me Shirley. The Reds went 2 up in the first half with Luis Diaz and the now customary Mo Salah Anfield penalty. Wolves made the game distinctly uncomfortable though, Kuna slotting yet another Peteru goal and giving the cop a serious case of squeaky bum. until the final whistle blew. Tottenham and United collided down the lane, a real goal fest you'd imagine. Nope, this was a shit show, settled with a James Maddison tap-in, celebrated with a level of shithousery that even Neil Maupay would balk at. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Roy Keane. Bonus game for your ear because of the Mighty Reds' impending scheduling headaches. The two sides fought themselves through draw. Mo opened the scoring. The Villa bit back twice through Tielemans and Watkins before the break. Trent got the equaliser before he was customarily hooked for Bradley on 66 minutes. Just give him a full 90, lads. I don't care how much of a cunt he's being. And that was that. Liverpool looking a little fragile all of a sudden. After a brief new manager bounce, United are back to their rudderless selves. Without Marcus Rashford to blame, football's cynical gaze has cast itself on Ruben Amorim, who was the saviour 6 weeks ago, but is increasingly being seen in some quarters as a useless Iberian ne'er-do-well. This, I'd suggest, is absolutely reactionary nonsense, born of frustrations with a manager who's had previous success playing attractive football using a very concrete method. United fans will be open summer 2025 to see a significant turnover of players to help the gaffer's vision bear fruit, but the next transfer window must seem a million miles away if you're sat in the Stretford end watching the current batch of players mangle Amorim's painted 3-4-3. In the meantime, this is what I reckon the Red Devils should do to steady the good ship Old Trafford. Bite the bullet. Ruben, we know you have a favourite way of playing, and we know that you said you won't compromise, but you're going to have to. Otherwise, you genuinely might end up managing the Championship instead of the Champions League. What's going to be more cringeworthy? You making a sensible compromise for the next couple of months, or United playing Rotherham next year? Play 4-3-3. Give the players who've got a chance in a system they can get their little heads around. It's not rocket surgery. Youth in the middle. I seen they play Casemiro again the other day. I also seen Casemiro quoted as saying he loves playing for United, his family is settled, and he wants to see out his contract. Massive red flag. That fella should not be allowed to play for the club again. The game's passed him by. See also Christian Eriksen, who I'm sure I've seen get outrun by a mascot coming out of the tunnel the other day. He needs youth and energy in the middle of the park. Ugarte and Menu should be a starting pair, not the likes of that overpaid walking combi boiler from Brazil. Give the kids a chance. Big man up top. Notice I said big man, singular. Amorim started Xerxes and Black Haaland the other day. That just can't happen. You can't have two big lumps making the same runs, slowing the play down. They'll achieve nothing. Just play one of them. Lump long balls up to whichever one and get the likes of Garnacho around them for second balls. I know I sound like Big Sam here, but now's not the time for your highfalutin football. Put it in the mixer, lads. Ruffle a few feathers, and who knows, a respectable mid-table finish may well be on the cards.
Maurice, you've been in the national team job less than a year. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Everything's good. Except this little itch I gotta scratch. So I got this one player. This kid who's making waves in the old country. And if I'm frank, he's being a real cocksucker.
Shit, this motherfucker ain't no coach. He turns up to practice and all he does is fill his face with corn dogs and shit. Only thing that motherfucker managing is his diabetes.
And how did those comments make you feel?
It made me feel like I got a problem that needs fixing. You play on my team, you can't speak like that. You gotta show respect.
Motherfucker, I ain't gotta show you shit. Now where's my motherfucking alphabetic spaghetti?
Get the kid his food. Maybe he could spell himself a fucking clue.
He's kinda talking out of line, boss. Do you want me to go fix this?
No, you're too close to the organization. I'll reach out to a guy. A real professional. So you think you can fix this thing for me?
For you, boss, I'll sort out a cheap flight to Turin, find the fucker, and give him a nice new pair of boots from you. Concrete ones.
No, I got a better idea. You make that flight, nab that malign cunt, and you take that motherfucker and put him in a place he ain't never coming back from.
Shit, not this place again. Motherfucker.
Yeah, that'll learn him.
And do you feel proud of your actions?
Proud? I was standing to attention the entire time. You're telling me not one of these motherfuckers has got a granny from Cleveland or something?
Hope you enjoyed that one, lads. I'm off for a tom tit and a cheeky pint. Not necessarily at the same time. Catch you next week. If you feel so inclined, like, share, follow, and please sub the YouTube. It costs you nothing but massively supports the platform. Toodles!